Hi, F256. Here's your midterm information. I know you've been waiting for it. So I know some of you might be a little concerned about how it's going to work and all of that. So hopefully this video will clear it up. So first of all, you will have a midterm exam module, and it'll work just like any other module. When you click on the first item, it has an overview. It says what you're going to do. And then it has a midterm review sheet. So you can read all about it. It tells you about how many questions are on the Canvas portion and what you should do to study. So you should definitely have all your homework completed and know how to solve the problems, review your assignments and your activities, review all the online quizzes, and especially feedback that I've given you. Review your notebook, explain in words solutions to your problems, and then review vocabulary especially. So I have the questions that are on your Canvas portion, a little overview of those so you can look through that. And then I have outlined what we have covered so far. So this should be able to help you make sense of that. You have a midterm practice exam on more, and this is just a skill practice exam. So this won't help you study your explanations, but it's important to go through. So don't forget about that. And you write down all your work for that, and you upload it within 15 minutes of completing the exam. So that's part of the assessment. The other part is the oral assessment. And there is an academic honor code, so please make sure you pay attention to this. You are saying that all of the answers are your work alone and you didn't solicit or receive assistance from any other person during the preparation. That would include non-people, so Google, ChatGPT, anything like that, Chegg. Don't use those sources. That's academic dishonesty. You are permitted to use your class notes, your textbooks, and other stuff I have provided you online when you prepare your answer. And you're saying that you will not share the questions, take pictures, or consult with any others when completing this exam. So to sign up for an oral time slot, you access the Canvas calendar, and I will include a video on how to do that if you need to. Time slots are on a first come, first serve basis, so make sure that if your schedule is very tight, that as soon as that opens up, you know your calendar and you can choose a time slot. If you have to have an evening time slot, there are a few, but not a lot. So if you don't have to have an evening time slot, please reserve it for those who do have it. So there are a total of 8 oral exam questions. You're going to present 3 of those solutions. However, you don't know which 3 you will present. For this exam, you get to choose one of the questions to present to me. I will pick the other 2 that you present. So you need to be well prepared on all 8 questions. Make sure you understand the concept and you don't just have knowledge, and you're going to be fully explaining the problem. This is great practice for your future career. Make sure your materials are electronic to share. So when you're preparing them, you can scan written papers if you like to write things. You can have pre-made posters. You could also do it on OneNote. Some people like to put it on Google Slides. If you're doing it on OneNote or anywhere, don't try to fit the answers under the question. There's not enough room for a thorough explanation. It'll just get messy. You can add pages to your notebook for each question, so then you could share it that way. When you log on, you will present the problem of your choice. You can use the notes that you have prepared for the exam, not your full notebook, but other notes, and maybe in your interactive notebook where I've also put the questions. After you present the problem, I will ask you 3 to 4 follow-up questions about that same concept that you have not seen before. So this will let us know how much you really know about that concept. After you do that, we'll do the same thing with the other 2 problems that I select. So you'll present your prepared solution, and then I'll ask you follow-up questions. Going through the POYA 4-step method is a great way to prep this information. So I wish you luck. Please reach out to me if you're stuck or you don't understand a question. And while you're preparing, you'll want to think of the possible follow-up questions I could ask you. You'll also want to practice these explanations out loud before you meet with me, meaning you can record yourself, even just audio record, so you can see where you stumble in your explanation or vocabulary, or you can do it to a person, a dog, a stuffed animal, or whatever, so you can see, just hear yourself explain it. All right, well, good luck and reach out if you need anything.